What's going on, guys? I just got to O'Hare in Chicago Airport, and I am going to be going on Star of the Sea. I'm super excited to check it out. It's like the fourth sailing of Star of the Sea. So the plan is I'm heading out of Chicago and boarding in the next 15 minutes. And then after that, I am checking into the Riviera Hotel. And then we'll go out to eat, and then tomorrow is boarding day for a 4-night sailing on Star of the Sea. So I'm super excited to show you guys what the new ship is. It's the Icon series, and it just launched in the last month. So come along with me, and we'll kind of see what this adventure goes. Stayed here one other time before, and we had the standard studio, which is like half the size for this. So this is similar to the room we had. Well, we had a 1-bedroom at the Grand Floridian last year, and this year we also had a 1-bedroom at the Boardwalk. So it's really similar configuration, but it's a DVC room and it's super big. So the front door entrance here coming in, and then to the left here, I think this is maybe for a shared hotel room next to it. It looks like we put all the luggage there to get it out of the way. The bathroom's over there. I think it's supposed to have washer and dryer. This is a closet. Huge closet space right here, which is really nice. I'm gonna do a pretty quick tour. I'm gonna go through this pretty fast, just because it's pretty similar to all the 1-bedroom rooms that they have. They do have washer and dryer here. And you do get laundry detergent, so you don't really have to bring any laundry detergent, which is kind of nice. You got a nice big fridge. Nothing in it, but nice fridge. You got full stove. Literally, you have the exact same microwave that I have at home. I got this a couple years ago. I literally have the exact microwave. And then I also want to just note, we got the Insta360 camera, so we're gonna try that out. We're trying a few different things out for the next few vlogs and videos that we have. So this is gonna be shot in 360. We'll kind of go back and forth between shooting in 360 and shooting in just single lens and kind of see how that looks. Also trying out the microphone on there. I have some external microphones, so I'll kind of play around with it to kind of see what ends up sounding and looking the best. But appreciate your feedback as well. Got a really big TV, 65 inches or something. Really nice big TV. It's a really similar configuration that all the Disney 1-bedroom rooms have, but you have this pull down twin bed here, which is 6 feet long. It's mostly for kids, we're not gonna use it at all. We got 4 adults in here, but it's a nice extra bed to have here if you have smaller kids or anyone that will fit on there. And then I don't think I showed this area at all either, but here's a little kitchenette area. You have a kitchen table and a nice bench. It's almost like a little booth that you have in a restaurant, so it's really nice actually. And then you have your living room space area, which you got a huge couch, tons of seats, balcony, which we'll show in a second out there. This I probably won't pull down by myself, but there's a queen bed that's right here that you can pull down, and that's where I think this room sleeps up to 6 people. Don't know exactly how that math would add up, but you can obviously have 2 people on the queen, 1 person there, and at least 2 people on the king. So I'd say 5 people to be honest, but when I was checking in they said 6, so I'm not really sure where that number was going through. We'll go on the balcony in a second. So that's kind of the main area, and then we have the 1-bedroom piece over here. Another TV, it's off, but it's a little bit smaller. I don't know, probably maybe like 55 inches. You got tons of dresser space over here. If you're staying, we're only staying here for 1 night because we're going to cruise port tomorrow, so not really going to utilize unpacking. But if you're here for a long time, you got tons of closet space and dresser space. This is really nice. I mean, this is a really nice 1-bedroom. You got a huge king bed, you got chairs, you got another door that goes out to the balcony out there. You have like a nice little workstation here if you need to set up a computer or you're here for working. I believe this is a closet. Yeah, this is a big closet where more space, you can hang up clothes, put your luggage. Super nice. You got a big mirror. And then you have like the split configuration bathroom that like all the Disney like 1-bedrooms have. They have like this intro area where you have the giant tub and you have 1 vanity sink here. So it's kind of like a split configuration, almost kind of like what the Disney like cruise line bathrooms do. They have this, and then they have the other bathroom in here, and I need to make sure no one's in there. But in that bathroom, you have the toilet, the shower, and then another sink as well. Enter in here. Okay, looks like the coast is clear. We're good to go. And then you have, then you have the shower in here, which is pretty nice. I still think I like the 1-bedroom at the Grand Floridian a little bit better. I remember the shower being like 2 to 3 times the size of this. It was insane. But this is still a really, really nice shower. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Love standing showers as well. It's kind of like when you don't have the tub or anything. So I like that you have the 2 split bathrooms. Like if you have a family or a bunch of people that need to get ready, someone could be showering, someone else could be using this mirror and getting ready there. And then there's the room all the way out there. So, and then there's another door here that kind of just leads you right back to the front door, which is literally right where we started. So I think that's really all I wanted to show for the tour, and we'll show a little bit more around the hotel. But the plan is we're going to probably head to Disney Springs, go to some shops, maybe get Gideon's cookies, and then we are eating dinner. I get some beignets. I think we're gonna take the boat over at Disney Springs to New Orleans. Port Orleans Hotel and get beignets. So we got a few different stops to make, and then we're coming back here for dinner to eat at Topolino, which is basically their rooftop bar. It's kind of like equivalent to like a California grill.
The restaurant from your first video.
So we got here for lunch, and it looks like there's really like 2 places open where you can have lunch right outside the pool area. There's like this bar out here, which that's where we're gonna eat at. And then there's like an inside area that's right next door, which is like more of a quick service. But there's really only 2 main options, I think, for lunch. There might be some more for dinner after it. All right, here's the restaurant that's right on the pool side. They have a bunch of different cocktails. It's Bar Riva. They have frozen cocktails, specialty cocktails, and it's kind of mostly just drinks, to be honest. It's a limited food menu, but there are some entrees, some burgers, salads, pizza, some dessert, and some shareable like appetizers. So I think we're gonna grab something quick here for lunch and then head over to Disney Springs afterwards. All right, I got this lemonade with mint. Super refreshing and good. It's like a mint julep almost. All right, I ordered the Greek salad with salmon on it. Looks pretty good. They have different games around the hotel courtyard. Connect 4. They have bags right over there, which Mike is throwing some bags around. It's starting to drizzle. It's a little bit overcast, but at least it's not super hot. Let's see if he gets it in. Got it on. And then they also have like chess, big size chess over there, which is kind of cool. Let's see what he does. Oh, got it in. Pretty good. So they have like this study area where you can get coffee and hang out and play games. It's kind of like a quiet book area. And then it's right next to the cafe here, which is open from 7 to 9 p.m. And you can get coffee and different desserts here. So they got some different desserts and coffee. All right, if you're looking for where the bus stop is, you just go to the left and it is straight back where that pavilion is. All right, first stop is Magic Kingdom. One is Magic Kingdom. The second one is Epcot. The third stop looks like it is Disney Hollywood Studios. And then the one all the way at the end is probably the one that I need, which is the fourth one, which is Disney Springs. I'm gonna head over to Disney Springs and check out some of the Halloween merchandise and get Gideon cookies. They also have like these nice screens. I mean, it's all shaded and you have fans, so they do a good job with shading it. And then they have these screens, TV screens here that tell you the wait time. It was just up a second ago, but they give you the wait times for when each of the buses come. There's the wait times on the screen, so it looks like it's gonna be at 4:19, so about 10 minutes. All right, I'm waiting for the bus to go to Disney Springs. Gonna go and check out what the seasonal cookies at Gideon's and get some cookies, then head over and get some beignets, and then probably come back to the Riviera and get ready for dinner. All right, made it to Disney Springs. Now head into Gideon's time. All right, on a pit stop to look at the Halloween stuff. We got this sweater here, limit 2 per guest. There is more Halloween stuff, some necklaces. This little guy, this giant pumpkin. Oh, they have like a wreath here. They have these things, which I don't know what this is. It's like a light up pumpkin. Halloween stuff is officially out in August. Oh, they got a Stitch guy. Some more sweaters and ears. Some popcorn. And a few other things. All right, got to Gideon's. The line is not bad at all. This is probably like a 15-minute wait. I've waited like all the way back here where it wraps around the restaurant. So let's see, I'm gonna take a look and see what cookies I end up getting, but this is gonna go pretty fast and it's not too hot out, so that's nice. All right, August menu is cookie butterscotch cookie, which they said is really good. So I'm gonna try it. I'm not sure how it'll be. And then I think I'm also gonna try the orange mocha cold brew because I'm super tired. I've been up since like 5 a.m. so I need some caffeine. And I'll probably get some of the few other of the regular cookies. We made it inside. It is super cool in here. I have all this artwork. I think there's a limit of 8 cookies you can get per person, which is a lot of cookies. And then they sell like all these other like knick-knack things. They have candles and stickers, and they even have like an umbrella, which I really want to get actually, but it's all like super cool themed. Like the artwork's really cool in here. And then they have cookies, cake, and coffee. All right, cookies are secure. I ended up getting a peanut butter and pistachio for my parents, and I got the cookie butter and my absolute favorite, the banana one for myself. I also got the orange mocha cold brew. It's so good. It's like eating like orange chocolate. So if you're into like mixing fruit and chocolate together, you would love it. All right, we finally made it over here to where the boat is. So we're gonna take the boat over to, where are we going, Port Orleans? Yeah, we're taking the boat over to Port Orleans to meet up with my parents because they went there to get some beignets. And then we will head back to the Riviera. We are going down the bayou. Going down the bayou. All right, we are at Riverside, Port Orleans. Trying to meet up with them and find out how many beignets they may have bought. I will put the over-under at 12. Night to I-5. This is Wizard's Chest. All right, we have arrived at Port Orleans. The adventure continues on. And I am almost done with my coffee. I'm starting to wake up. All right, so I just got back from Port Orleans, Riverside, and Disney Springs. As you saw, I went over there and got some Gideon cookies, and we got some beignets. Now I'm just resting up for about an hour, and then we're gonna go to the rooftop of our hotel at the Riviera and eat Topolino for dinner. I'm out on the balcony right here. What our balcony is, we don't have anything crazy of a view, so you know, basically the front of the Riviera is right over there, and then here's the parking lot and really just the main entrance, but not that bad. I've seen worse views from a balcony, so I'll take it. All right, so I just wanted to chat for a second about the hotel. We've got the chance to stay at a few different hotels, all in one bedroom type of configuration. So wanted to see what your thoughts are, Mike.
Yeah, we've stayed at Grand Floridian before. We've stayed at Boardwalk just this past May. And now we're doing a one bedroom in the Riviera. I think this is a really nice room as far as Disney goes, but I would say it still doesn't get up to the Grand Floridian's level. Not to say that it's bad or that it wouldn't be worth the money. It will meet your expectations, but I also do feel like it doesn't have a lot of Disney to it, and if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'd say that's in the eye of the beholder. But it feels to me like more of a nice Marriott or Hyatt, but in Disney World. What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely less Disney themed for sure, but like I love like the Mediterranean theming that it has and the elegance of it. So for me, it's perfect because I'm not looking for like a Disney hotel that's Disney in your face, like the All Stars or even like the Port Orleans when we were just over there, where it's just kind of, it's very kind of kiddish. This is very much, yeah, I think like a high-end Marriott type of hotel that it kind of resemblances. Like I forget what their like Autograph or whatever that highest end collection of the Marriott hotel is, but I like the nice taste of like a tiny bit of Disney with like the luxury and elegance. And in general, it's pretty quiet of a hotel. There's not a lot of kids. Honestly, it's busier than I thought, but it is also Labor Day weekend. Yeah, Labor Day weekend coming up in the next few days.
Yeah, it definitely share those thoughts. Not as many kids as you would think for Disney. So if you're looking for the more adult Disney experience, this is it. It's definitely a little bit more luxurious than most Disney hotels, with the exception of maybe the Grand. But what do you think? I mean, like, do you think that if you're somebody who wants to come here and have the Disney experience, full-on Disney vacation, whole week, immersed in magic, is this where you're staying, or are you staying somewhere else?
I mean, it's tough. It's tough because it really depends like what you're doing, where you're going to spend most of your time, if you're with a family or just like adults only. Like it's tough to like, I think it's tough to come and stay at like these high-end resorts here at Disney that cost so much a night if you're going to be at the park all day and you're not going to spend any time at the hotel. Like they're nice, but it's hard to get like your money's worth. So I find it beneficial to come for just like a night or two and actually just be able to embrace and spend the time at the hotel. But I don't know, it might be hard to stomach the cost every night if you're just not going to be around all day. And I think it also, obviously, it just depends like what you're going to do and like how close you want to be to certain parks. Like if I'm going to go to Epcot and hang out there, I'm probably going to stay somewhere like on the boardwalk type of hotels, just because it's so nice to be able to walk. So for here, like maybe if you're interested in going to Hollywood Studios, that would be a super easy trip to get over there.
Yeah, I think final thought I'll say is I think it's a great luxury hotel, and if you're going to spend your time enjoying the hotel and spending some time around the resort and enjoying the amenities, then this is going to be worth that price tag. But if you're here for the parks, and the parks is like what you're all about, and you're not going to be doing much more than sleeping, I would think maybe twice about the price for this type of resort, especially if you got a family with kids who are younger, might not appreciate all the elegant touches. There are other options that are just as good, just for different reasons. So that's something to consider when you come here. And if you like this more like elegant Mediterranean vibe, then this is the place to be. And I don't think it's actually that bad of a choice if you like Epcot either, because there is the Skyliner, and I believe that goes to Epcot as well.
Oh yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, it's probably easy enough to get to Epcot. I just like that the boardwalk hotels you can walk to, so that's super convenient. And I put the boardwalk and those type of hotels in like my top 3 for sure. Just because it's just like more you can walk to. Like you can go to multiple hotels, restaurants, and like a few bars and things that they have over there.
There is something to be said for being able to walk out your hotel and just go right to the park on foot. That is a nice little convenience, I guess. But yeah, I don't disagree with what you said.
All right, we just got here. We're at Topolino and we just got our table. It's available. So I'm gonna go get seated and we'll take a look at the menu and see what we're gonna have tonight. I've been here twice before, so it's been about a year. So we'll see how the menu stacks up again. All right, we just got seated at Topolino, and here's the menu. I'm trying to see if it looks familiar. So they got some featured cocktails, they got some starters, which I feel like, I don't know what I had as a starter before, but they look pretty good. And then the entrees, I'm pretty sure I had, I'm not sure, maybe the sole, or I have to take a look for it, but probably something seafood. And then we'll have to see what the dessert as well looks like, but looks so far like a pretty solid menu. And then at 9 o'clock they're supposed to do the fireworks, so we'll go out and see if the weather's been iffy, so we'll see what happens. All right, we're outside on the terrace of Topolino. We just stepped out. We just got our table a second ago, but it was right around sunset, which is absolutely beautiful, and we just stepped out. It's 8 o'clock right now, so we have about an hour until the Epcot fireworks go off. So I think we're gonna order and see how far along we get from our meal, and then we'll probably come out here and take a look at the fireworks. But it's absolutely just as stunning as I remember, like coming out here before. It's a beautiful view. It's a really nice terrace. It's a little muggy and warm out. It's been raining earlier today, and we can kind of see some lightning in the sky. So we'll see. Hopefully they end up doing the fireworks. And we're gonna go in and order our entrees, and then we'll update you guys a little bit later on after we get our food and see how it all is. All right, Topolino dinner did not disappoint again. Absolutely stunning. I mean, it really doesn't do it justice to even come out here and see it on video. You absolutely should come here for dinner, regardless if you stay here at the hotel or if you just come here for a dinner reservation. I recommend coming here at 8 o'clock, and then you can at least come, have your meal, have your entree, appetizer, and then come out here and see the fireworks. They're absolutely stunning. It's the Symphony of Us over at Epcot, and you can see, and they pump the music in, and it is really good, to be honest. You get a really good view of it. Quickly to kind of highlight what I had For appetizer, I had the escargot, which was really, really good. I've only had it like twice in my life, and this is the second time. Like that butter sauce really makes it, and it was absolutely stunning and delicious. And then kind of going along with that, I had the sole as my entree, and that was also just super buttery and just melts in your mouth. We did order a cheesecake dessert, like a lemon blueberry cheesecake dessert to try, which we haven't had yet. So we're gonna go inside and try that out, and I'll let you guys know what that ends up being like. But other than that, I highly, highly recommend you guys to come out and at least have dinner here once and take a look at the fireworks, regardless if you're staying at Riviera. The plan for the rest of the evening is to finish up dinner here and then really go get some sleep. And in the morning, we're gonna head over to the port and give you guys a port day of going to see Star of the Sea.